Hi everybody, Roze here. So today we're going to make this little Hershey Kisses. They are so cute. I made it like a larger one, but I wanted it cute and tiny. So that's what we're gonna do. So what you're gonna need is, of course, your tapestry, a pair of scissors. You can always have a stitch marker if you need it. And today we're gonna do the G 4.0 millimeter. And for yarn, I'm gonna use, I found this in my stash. It's like 50 cents at one point. It's Cameo Roze, and it was an old red heart. So I'm just using up some scraps. And these eyes are 9 millimeter. Okay. And some white for the little paper thing. Okay. And some polyfill, of course, or whatever scrap you want to use. If you hear a sound in the background, it's my cat. All right, so go get your supplies, and I'll meet you back here, and we'll get this cute little thing going. Okie dokie. So, you have one of two ways you can do this. You can do a chain 2 and do all your single crochets into the first single crochet. Just make sure you leave yourself a tail to crochet around, okay? Or you can do the magic circle with me. So, magic circle. Where am I at here? Okay. And we're going to try to keep this first 2 rounds your hand a little loose, because it'll help here in a second, okay? So we're going to do 4 single crochets. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so pull that, and then count back. 1, 2, 3. There's my first single crochet. So I'm going to loosely go in there. We're not joining, so if you need your stitch marker to help you. And we're going to pull up, and then we're going to single crochet. Now, it's super tight and everything looks the same, so we're in our first single crochet. We just did our first single crochet. So that's 1. Now, turn it a little bit. Loosely go into your next. Look for those 2 bars. This is your second. Keep it loose. Second single crochet. Turn it. Here's your third single crochet. Loosely. Turn it again. And then there's that 4th one just hiding in there. Just like a little booger. Pull it up, single crochet. Okay? Now, before we do anything, let's just kind of manhandle it a little bit, kind of like flip it out a little bit, and pull this up a little bit, and now you can get your crochet hook on the back, and then just roll it out a little bit. And you can do this again once you get a couple more rows in, but I'm just trying to give you something to hold on to. Okay, now that's the hardest part. Now we're going to start increasing, so it'll get a little bit easier. Now, here we are. Here. This is already spoken for if you pull up. So here's our next stitch right here. So we're going to go from 4 to 6. So we're going to increase into this next stitch. We're going to put 2 single crochets. There's 1 and 2. So you can put your stitch marker in that first one. Into the next stitch. Okay, if you need to pull it up, your next stitch is right here. I'm going to put 1 single crochet. So that's 1, 2, 3. We're going to repeat that one more time. We have 2 stitches left. Okay, right there. And then right here. Craziness, isn't it? Okay, we're going to do that again. We're going to do an increase in this one. 2 single crochets followed by 1. 1 and 2 followed by 1. So we have 6 single crochets. And my suggestion is do yourself a favor and just count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm just going to tuck this tail in there for now. Just get it out of my way. Okay. Now we're going to go from 6 to 9. Okay. So we're going to go into the next stitch that's available. And we're repeating what we just did. We're going to do an increase in the next stitch followed by 1 single crochet. And we're going to do that set 3 times. Increase followed by 1, increase followed by 1, increase followed by 1. Okay, that's 9. So 1 and 2. Next stitch, single crochet. And I'll see you at the end with 9 single crochets. 8, 9. Okay. Okay, now we are going to increase again. And we're going to go from 9 to 12. So we're going to increase in this next one. 1 and 2. And the next 2 stitches, we're going to do 1 single crochet. 1, next stitch, 1. Next set, an increase with 2 single crochets, followed by 1 single crochet, followed by 1 single crochet. Increase, 1 and 2, followed by 1 single crochet, followed by 1 single crochet. We're going to do that one more time. Increase, 1 and 2, 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet. 9, we increased by 3, takes us to 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've messed up on these so many times that I'm like paranoid that I just count. I don't know how I ended up with weird numbers, but I have. So for some reason, these little projects, I tend to make more mistakes than the large ones. Yeah, that's what you're dealing with. All right, we're going to increase again to 18. That pattern is going to be an increase in the next stitch, 1 and 2, followed by 1 single crochet. An increase in the next, followed by 1 single crochet. Increase followed by 1 single crochet. And that's your pattern. An increase in the next, followed by 1 single crochet. 1 and 2, followed by 1 single crochet. Next stitch, 1 and 2, followed by 1 single crochet. And I'll see you at the end with 18 single crochets. 18. All going to do our last row of increasing. And this one looks like an increase in the next stitch, 1 and 2, followed by 2 single crochets. So it'll be 1 and 2. Next set is again an increase, 1 and 2, followed by 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet. Increase, 2 single crochets, followed by 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet. And at the end of this one, we're going to have 24 single crochets. So 1 and 2, single crochet, single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 11, 24. Okay. This is what we have so far. Little baby hat. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do, in both loops, we're just going to do 2 rounds of 24. No increasing. I think I will do a stitch marker for this. Yeah, no increasing, nothing. We're just going to go 2 full rounds of 24 stitches. And then I will meet you back here after you have completed 2 rounds of 24 stitches. Okay, coming around my second row. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to start working on the bottom. And we have this front loop and of course the back loop. And we're going to work in the back loop. And we're going to do 1 single crochet in the back loop all the way around. And again, we're not going to increase or anything. It's still going to be 24 stitches all the way around. And it's going to leave this little ridge. I'm just going to leave my stitch marker there that way. It's just another guide. But we're going to be able to tell because there's going to be this ridge here. So just do 1 single crochet in the back loop. All the way around. I love making little things like this. Little cute little things like this that you can just like stick in your car, stick in your, maybe your little office cubicle. I mean, I know it's like acrylic, or even if you made it in cotton, I still like to take these things to work and put them up on my grooming station. Nothing that a little force dryer, wouldn't take some of the hair off, but it's just fun little things to brighten your day. Okay, back around because I can tell that ridge starts right there. Okay. And I think we're going to start decreasing. And as we increased up, we're going to decrease down. So we're going to go back into both loops. We don't need to do anything fancy. This is all going to be on the bottom. So we're going to go under both loops. We're going to pull up a loop, go into the next stitch, pull up a loop. You've got 3 loops, yarn over, and pull through all 3. put it in that stitch. That's a hard single crochet decrease. That's what I know it as. We just took 2 stitches and made it 1. Now in the next 2 stitches, we're just going to do 1 single crochet. 1, next stitch, 1. Now we're going to combine these 2. So we're going to go under both loops, grab a loop, go immediately to the next, grab a loop, yarn over, and pull through. Now they're 1. Now we're going to go to the next 2 stitches, and we're going to do 1 single crochet in each of those. 1, next stitch, 1. I'm going to show you one more time. Single crochet decrease. Here, I'm going to pull up a loop, go to the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, and go through all 3 loops. And then the next 2 stitches, just do a single crochet. And we're going to basically be going from 24 down to 18. Right now, I think I'm going to get some polyfill. I'm just going to take the smallest bit just to get a little bit in there. One of the keys to this is do not overstuff it. I'm going to push it up into the top bit. Okay, and okay. All right, we have 18 stitches. Now we're going to go from 18 to 12. And it's going to be the same thing. We're going to do a decrease, single crochet. So it's going to be pull up a loop, go to the next stitch, pull up a loop, decrease, followed by 1 single crochet. And that's what you're going to do all the way around. Hard decrease. Well, it's a single crochet decrease followed by a single crochet. You're welcome to do the invisible single crochet decrease. Just chose not to do it on this. I'm just going to see, because where we did this line, that's where it's going to be folding in. And the key to this whole thing is that it lays flat. Okay, so I'm going to stop there. And before we go any further, let's get our eyeballs, our little eyeballs. Bam, 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 bam. Where are my eyeballs? Okay, let's go ahead and put our eyeballs in before we get too far ahead. This is how I keep track of it. It's not the best, but it just says 9mm. Now, since this is the back, I'm just going to put them here. And the way I do it is where this line is, there's 1 row, there's 2 rows. So I'm going to go into the 3rd row up. I'm just going to poke it in there. Let me get one in, and then you'll be able to see. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, up there. And then I'm just going to eyeball it, but I think about 1, 2, and the 4th hole over looks good to me. Yeah. Oh, this one's really cute. And I'm just going to put the tiniest bit more because, believe me, I learned my lesson. I'll show you that here in a minute when we're done. Okay. take some of that out. Okay. All right, so I'm down to 12. And I don't want this to pull too much or anything, so I don't really care about the stitches or anything like that. I'm just going to start decreasing now. You can just, if you want, decrease all the way around. This is where you can just be creative. You can decrease single crochet. I'm just going to see how it feels. There's no rules. Some of them I did a decrease single crochet. Some of them I just decreased all the way around. You know, all the yarns are a little bit different, so it just depends on how it was pulling, you know. Looks like I'm going to decrease all the way around on this one. Oh. Actually did a single crochet there. That's fine. Didn't mean to do that. All right, that's good. I'm just going to cut a tail about 6-7 inches. Okay, let's see what that looks like before I sew it. Yeah, I wanted to have some room. Now let's string this up. And the way I've been finding that I really like to do this is just to go under one loop. I just go under the outside loop. Sew it however you want. I just find that it lays flatter if I do that. And then I'm going to poke it through and go up the top. Okay. Pull it up. Okay, yeah. Okay, that part's done. Now let's make its little flaggy thing. Flaggy thing? Okay. Okay, this is super easy. Just a regular tail is fine. We're going to do a slip knot. Same hook, the G hook. And we're going to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Find your second chain from the hook. Okay. This is the first chain. It's the one that your hook is going through. Second chain is the one you can actually work into. And we're going to single crochet down. There's 1. Just go through the top loop. It doesn't matter. You're going to have 5 single crochets down. Five. And then I did that single crochet in that last one. I'm just going to slip stitch back into there. Chain 1. Regular finger length that I always do. Why can't every project just be quick and easy like that? Okay, let's put it together. I'm excited. Okay. I'm already thinking about my next project that I'm ready to start filming. I ran across it today and I'm excited. Okay, so here's the top. So let's just go into that top bit. And it doesn't matter where you come out. If you left yourself a long tail, you can come out wherever. The most important thing is to come out in a whole stitch, okay? So take one tail, but I'm just gonna come out because this looks like a pretty big hole. That's gonna be easy for me to come out. Okay, so I'm gonna go in the top and I'm going to pull one strand through there. Okay. I'm going to get the next strand. And I'm going to pick just one strand over. Okay, I'm going to go in there, but I'm going to come out the same hole that this strand is at. It needs to be exact. It needs to come out the exact same hole. This needs to be in a different spot. Oh, I hadn't pulled it through. I was like, what's happening here? Okay. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to tie a square knot. I'm just going to tie it twice. Okay. And then we can tie it pretty close to the knot. And then wherever you want to put your hook in. Sometimes you can even just pull it, but I'm just going to humor myself. And then if you pulled it, if you went through the same thing, you can just pull it through. And then it hides it. Sorry, the Amazon truck startled me. As long as you go through 2 different loops and you come out the same spot, you can just pull it through. Okay. Okay, yeah, and you want it to be a little bit loose because that's what's going to help it to stand. Pew, pew. Unlike, get ready. Okay. Okay. Let's see if I can get this to work right. Okay, this one is like weeble wobble. It's like Inception business here. It's like what's happening? Is it a thimble? I mean, it could be a thimble. I wish you could get it. Oh, there you go. Look at that. I mean, I have a game. It's a lot funnier in person. I mean, are we playing spin the bottle? I'm sorry, how old am I? Okay, everybody. This is really cute. These are really darling. I really like them. I actually really like the silver ones the best. I'm really surprised. The purple one is actually my least favorite. Oh, shoot. I wanted to make them bigger and everything, but it would just take too long to do that. I still have to embroider a little face, which I did not do. I probably should show you how to do that in case you want to do that. Okay, let's do it real quick. So if you want to do a smiley face, take about 12-14 inches, string it up, and pick a spot that you can make sure you can come out of without catching fibers. Okay, it doesn't matter if it's in the back or wherever. You can even do it up in the top. It doesn't matter. So I think I'll just pick random. Now I'm going to come up. I'm going to utilize 3 stitches here. Okay, so I'm going to come up down here, wherever. Okay, I'm going to come up here. I'm going to come out. Okay, and I'm going to cross over. Wait, let me just hold that down. And I'm going to cross over, skip a stitch, and I'm going to cross over to here. I'm going to start to go in there. Okay, and I'm going to come down and I'm going to come out in between the stitch I skipped. Okay, and notice how I'm still holding this one down, because that's how I'm going to tack my smile down. Okay. Okay. And now I've got it, my thread, look, it's tacked. Now I just have to, well, now I'm going to tack it. And I'm just going to go right back in there. And as I go in there, I'm going to come out. Where I started. This is really the only thing I know how to do is this. So there you go. That's how you add a little smiley face to our little Hershey Kisses. Okay, I went ahead and put little faces on everybody. Alrighty, everybody. I hope you guys had fun with this one. And hope you go make yourself some. Gray ones are my favorite. What colors are you guys going to do? And hope you guys have a great Valentine's Day. Let's see, it is February 7th. So coming up. And I have another headband coming up. I think I'm going to get started on right now. And until I see you. See you next time.